Wow. Tom Mesereau, I want to go to you first on that and talk about a delusional guy. Give me your take on what you just heard.
Well, let's start from the beginning. First of all, I met Michael Jackson in 2004, and one of the first things I learned about the world of Michael Jackson was how many people like to claim they were his best friend. You know, lawyers claim that they were the only ones he trusted. Other people would claim that he was the only one, or they were the only one that he confided in. You know, and his name is being exploited to this very date. You know, I was on E! Entertainment the other night watching a show, and they mentioned attorney Mark Garagos, and they introduced him as having helped acquit Michael Jackson. And I was thinking to myself, he was fired 9 months before the trial started. He did not participate in the acquittal. But, you know, whoever heard of a lawyer promoting himself over a case where he got fired? But this is the world of Michael Jackson. So when Conrad Murray says I was his closest friend, it's very consistent with so many things other people have said to me about their relationship with Michael Jackson. People just embellish and exploit and exaggerate whatever contact they have with Michael Jackson all the time. But he may believe that. You know, he may be delusional. He may have rationalized for himself what he did to try and justify to himself what he did. But you also have to keep in mind that he needs to make a living now, and he doesn't have a medical license. And, you know, he as I said before, I was told that 60 Minutes Australia paid him and that a British newspaper paid him and that he will only be interviewed if you pay him. So he wants to make as much as he can with whatever popularity or attention he can get while he can. So when he said he didn't want to answer the question about, you know, did he think Michael Jackson was a pedophile, the first thing that entered my mind was, well, he wants to save that for another paid interview.
You know, or he wants to same thing.
Or he wants to save it for, maybe he wants an advance on a book. This is an intelligent man. He's a man who made horrible mistakes and whose actions cost Michael Jackson his life. And the way he tries to rationalize what he did with propofol is just utterly ridiculous. And, of course, the talk show host in Australia did not fall for it for 1 second.
No,
we all know. Well, we know he ordered gallons of propofol. He had them delivered, and he never mentioned propofol to the police or the paramedics or, as I understand it, the personnel at UCLA Medical Center who were trying to save him. And as I understand it, he also instructed the others to remove propofol from the premises. So he had a very clear idea that he was playing Russian roulette with Michael Jackson. He just was unwilling to turn down the job because he needed the money and he wanted the fame and he wanted the girls and he wanted the fun. And that's exactly the way he was approaching the whole thing until disaster struck. So, but he may have, you know, people have a way of rationalizing their actions to themselves.